Today we're going to be wheeling Strawberry Pass. I've got Brennan back here from Trail 4R, and back in the back there is a 4th gen on 40s. That's Corey with on 40s bro. It's going to be a pretty easy trail today. It's going to be a good cruise, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Starting off here down the trail, it's super easy, fire road status. I do know that for the most part it's going to stay this way almost the entire way, and then we are going to, there's a few obstacles down the trail that we'll definitely show you guys. One thing I forgot is my sunglasses, so I'm going to have to be dealing with that all the way through this day. Even though I knew this was going to be an easy trail, especially for bobcat, I am super happy I aired down.
Look at that little camp spot. That's nice.
Ooh, there is a nice little camp spot over there. Check it out. That would be a good little getaway spot, not too far, a few miles off the highway. But as I was saying, even though I knew this was going to be an easy trail, I'm happy I aired down to about 7 psi. It just makes the trail so much more comfortable on, you know, the suspension, on me, on my back. It just is a much more smooth ride. So we've traveled up the trail about maybe 3 miles from Highway 50, and here we are at 10 and 13. This is where we're turning off of the main road, and we are actually going to be going up this section here and heading up towards Strawberry Pass. This is probably one of the most gnarly spots that we've come across, or definitely one of the most gnarly spots that we've come across. I might actually put Bobcat in 4-wheel drive. I'm definitely doing the hard line. Slid off. Just headed up the hill now. Just having 4-wheel low. Actually, it's in the 4.7 gear. Just cruising. Not having a hard time after that big rock. But it's getting narrower. There are a lot of like spiky, sharp bushes on the sides of the roads. I don't know what they are. They look like, no, they're not manzanita. So we're just gonna cruise up the hill and continue on. So we've been wheeling along, we just keep coming to these little rock formations, these little clumps that we have to 4-wheel over. The trail's pretty easy between these, but then you just end up at these rocky sections. So it's actually been a lot of little fun little spots in here, so we're having a good time. More good rocks coming up. This could be fun. These coffee cliff bars are So we've been coming up the trail here. I just went through the trail. I'm stopped right there on this rock. We've been held up by a Tacoma that's stock. I would not bring a stock Tacoma up here. I'm super happy I didn't bring Charlotte. So we're coming up to this spot we call I believe this obstacle is called the Waterfall. I just walked right through it. It's not terribly difficult for bobcat, but a stock rig or something down on 33s, it could be difficult on, especially if you're long. So we're gonna walk these guys up and we're gonna continue on up the hill. Cruising up the hill now. We've actually caught up to the Tacoma, and so we're just kicking it and cruising again. We're not in a bit of a rush. It's Saturday. We're just relaxing. We're helping him down the trail if he needs it. The trail's actually pretty steep in this section. Let's see, we're about 4.5 miles from Highway 50. This section looks pretty gnarly. I'm gonna have to, I could go either way. I could go high driver and go up on that rock over there, or go put my driver on the rock in the middle and skate through. We'll see which way we can take that 4Runner through here. But this looks like a fun little spot.
I later have come to find out that this obstacle is called the Painted Rock. While this obstacle is still the most difficult on the trail, it's not nearly as crazy as it used to be. You used to put your tire on the flat rock in the middle, and then it would force your rear end into the painted rock, all the people's paint from their body. Lately, the rocks have been shifted to make it less of a concern.
Stay as you are. Okay, bring it this way. Driver. Keep coming, driver. You're gonna go up on a rock over here, on your passenger side. Easy. If you at all start to slip that way, stop, okay? Stop. Photo. All right, so the Tacoma let us by and then we went through. That was probably the hardest obstacle yet on this trail. I don't know if that has a name. It doesn't say anything on my map. And we're about 4.6 miles in from the Highway 50 for that spot. Yeah, that was a little gnarly spot for the 4Runner, for the Trail 4R 4Runner. Bobcat really didn't have a problem. Other gentlemen on 40s didn't have a problem, and the Bronco didn't have a problem. But we're coming up to what they call the Squeeze Rock, or the V, here pretty shortly, and that's supposed to be gnarly. The trail's gorgeous up here. You're out in these big old pines and junipers out here, and you're just cruising along on this road. It's really, really pretty. We've got traffic coming at us.
Alright, we letting them. What do you suggest?
It looks like they're backing up. They might have a spot up there. I'll go talk to them. So there's 4 in our group. I think there's 4 Jeeps behind us, and then there's a Tacoma and another Jeep that are going up through the rocky section. And that Tacoma's going super slow. Okay. There's an open spot, you'll go down just like 50 yards and there's a big rock, and there's kind of an open spot that you guys might be able to park at. Okay. We also have a 4Runner on full widths that might have a little bit of a trouble here. But we'll see. He's a pretty skilled driver. We'll see how he does. Yeah. So it's just you two? Just us two, yeah. All right, appreciate it. Thank you. So right up here we got the Squeeze Rock. So it must have been another obstacle back there. But you can definitely, if you're a full width, this could be a bit tight. But for us Toyotas, not that bad. Just gonna stay high driver for a bit, come back. Look right here, they even cut away some of the tree to make more room. That wasn't bad at all. Squeeze Corey's Rock now. We're headed up the hill. We just had lunch back the way a little bit. And it's a good little climb back here. There's a few big rocks that you know, you got to drive around or over, depending on what rig you're in. Bobcat can definitely make it over them, but the Forerunner, the white Forerunner, is going around them. And yeah, I mean, it's bumpy, smooth, it's nice. You know, Bobcat's down at like 6 pounds, 7 pounds of pressure, but we're having a good time out here. We're almost to the top, so I believe so. So we'll see what kind of fun we get into up there. Hopefully I can go do a rig walk around on Corey's 4th gen Forerunner on 40s with him up at the top. That's my goal.
This is my 05 Forerunner. It's limited, so I got heated seats. It's pretty luxurious. Straight axle swap with Super Duty axles. Rough stuff steering, Jesse Haynes high steer, 40-inch Toyos, ARBs front and rear, 538 gears. It's just the stock 5-speed, and it has a manual shift FJ transfer case. So I have a shifter instead of the knob. Got a Smitty built awning. Got my custom high lift jack mount up there. You can find me on Instagram. My handle is @on40sbro.
So here we are up at the peak at Strawberry Pass. Look at this view. Isn't this amazing? Down below we have Caples Lake. Across the way we have Kirkwood. Highway 88 just cutting right through the valley. It's gorgeous up here. And I can only imagine how much better it would be if this smoke wasn't in the way. But I'd rather be up here seeing it and then being down in the valley full of smoke and a nice hot day. So I appreciate you guys watching. Hammer down on that subscribe button and don't forget, keep crawling.